Hey everybody, it's Exciter here with a new exciting video series. Let's get into it. Alright, so the reason for creating this series is to help everybody regardless of how much money you've spent or how far along you are in your collection, and try to get you guys to infinite or as high of a rank as you can be. So in this series we're going to be discussing some super free to play, friendly, and pull 3 friendly decks. We're going to be talking about creating packages and what packages of cards you want to be putting into your deck and swapping in and out, and that can maybe help you sub cards that you're missing. If you're missing a key card that goes in a certain package, you might be taking that entire package out of a deck that you want to run instead of just swapping that one card. I'm also going to be doing decks with your collection level, so you guys are going to be going to the link below, joining my Discord, and submitting your collections, and I'm going to be making videos about the best decks for your collections. So that's super exciting. Make sure that you guys are subscribed and go ahead and click that link, join the Discord, and submit it in the channel. Alright, so I've been playing the game since release. I didn't play in beta, didn't even really know about the game in beta. I have spent a couple $100s on the game. You can see my collection level here, about 3,400, and I've reached infinite every single season. So we can go ahead and take a look at my card backs for the first 2 seasons. I believe it was this Venom and this Okoye or Arrow card back, and then for the most recent season, it's going to be the title. One of these titles, Insatiable Hunger. I don't remember exactly which one it is. I'm sure you guys remember better than I do. But one of these titles was the one for getting infinite. So I have beaten a couple famous streamers. I've beaten KM Best twice. I've only played him 2 times, so that's 100% win rate. I've beaten Dog. I've beaten Dara JN. I've beaten Tides of Time a couple of times, and those are just the ones that I've taken pictures of and have proof. I am hoping to get top 10 on the leaderboard, or even rank 1 when the leaderboard comes out, and I think that I can bring some real value and hopefully teach you guys a couple things. Alright, so now that we know what's going on, let's go and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and start to create a new deck. This is going to be YouTube free-to-play friendly, and I'm going to go ahead and start talking about how to build a deck. So I have all the pool 3 cards, a couple Series 5 and a couple Series 4, but we're going to be focused on making a super free-to-play friendly deck, and maybe incorporate a couple pool 3 cards and then talk about how to swap them out. So one of the most powerful cards in the game and in pool 1 is Devil Dinosaur. So our deck is going to be built around Devil Dinosaur. And when you start building a deck, I describe them as packages. So cards just fit together with other cards. So when you're making a Devil Dinosaur deck, the first thing that comes to mind is adding Moon Girl, so you can double it up. And then maybe some other cards. A card right now that's really strong that helps protect Devil Dinosaur, and it can help maybe screw over your opponent, is going to be Armor. We're going to go ahead and include that in our Devil Dinosaur deck. Another tech card that I think is going to be good to run in general, and again helps protect your Devil Dinosaur, is going to be Cosmo. And then we're going to go ahead and just start adding some strong pool 1 and pool 2 cards. Or I'm sorry, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a pool 3 series package, which I enjoy. It's going to be the Miles Morales package. So some cards that go well with Miles Morales obviously are going to be Nightcrawler. The more stuff that you move, that you can move, the better with Miles. You're going to make it cost 1. Another good card is going to be Polaris. So we can move our opponent's 1 and 2 drop cards. And again, that will reduce Miles Morales. Another good card to run with Devil Dinosaur and just in general is White Queen. I think White Queen is one of the most underrated cards in the game. It gives you information on what your opponent has and what they might be doing later in the game. And on top of that, it even gives you, it can help fill out your curve, and it can obviously buff Devil Dinosaur as well. But we're gonna go ahead and click some other good cards. Agent 13. I don't think Collector is very good. Lizard is a really strong card. Since we're running armor, Gunspot seems to make sense. We're gonna take out Agent 13. I don't think you need it. Where's Sunspot? Here it is. I am a filthy pay to win. Another strong card to run is Scorpion. We're going to try Scorpion. And then we have one more card available. I think we're going to go ahead and try Shang-Chi. So we have a couple tech cards. Shang-Chi, Cosmo, and then we have our strong packages, which are going to be our Devil Dinosaur package, Devil Dinosaur, White Queen, Moon Girl. We have our Miles Morales package, which is Polaris, Spider-Man, Nightcrawler. So let's go ahead and get into our first game. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select our deck and get into our first game. I'm going to go ahead and play turn 1 here. Sometimes you don't want to play turn 1. We have a good strong curve here. We might want to get priority for Cosmo. In this case, it's Subterranea. I don't think I'm going to play into Subterranea. I'm going to try to maybe high roll playing into one of these other locations, like maybe S Domain or something. Black Bolt. Oh, that's an Agent 13 card. Okay. That's not a good start. That's not a good draw. And we're going to leave.
Escaped. This land is always changing.
As it normally is, when you create a new deck, you're going to get Weird World. 10 out of 10 times. But one thing to keep in mind, as much as you hate Weird World, your opponent hates Weird World as well. So they're just as tilted as you are. They probably also just changed your deck. So we're not going to play Mr. Negative and flip his deck. Oh, it flips our deck for him. Ooh, okay. If it gets destroyed, that's actually a pretty good thing. Because maybe we do have good cards for him to flip. The only good card to flip is Devil Dinosaur in our deck. I'm going to go ahead and spread out our power here. So obviously when you see Zabu, they're gonna look to be playing a lot of power. On turn 6, they're gonna be looking to play a lot of 4-drops. We have a Shang-Chi, so we know that our Devil Dinosaur can't get Shang-Chi'd. So we're gonna go ahead and play that in the middle. He might be playing Enchantress, which in case we're gonna lose to. But right now, we're gonna be winning middle. And we want to try to win left. Again, he's going to be playing a lot of cards. Most likely he's only going to be playing 1 4-drop, so he's going to be able to add 6 power to this location. Normally on average. So he's going to go up to 12. We're also going to go up to 12, but we're going to lose 3. So if he has 6 power 4 costs, we're going to lose, like White Queen. I think if he snapped here, I would retreat. Rogue. We lose to Rogue as well. Oh, we lose to those combination of cards. I always wonder if we should be trying to put an Enchantress. One thing to keep in mind is you can normally look to snap very early on when you have Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur. So we're gonna go ahead and snap before this turn comes out. We go ahead and try to spread out our power a little bit. We're gonna be looking to play Moon Girl on the left, and then a Devil Dinosaur definitely on the Cosmo lane to protect it. We're playing against another Zabu deck. Black Panther's pretty good for us. Fourier is pretty bad for him. So we're going to go ahead and play out our game plan. Victory. We get a nice, good, easy win there. People normally tend to ask, like, oh, why didn't you snap on turn 5 or turn 4 when you're super far ahead or you're about to make powerful plays? The earlier you snap, the better. So one thing to learn, and this applies to every deck, is what are your powerful combinations. So in this deck, our powerful combination is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. If you see those 2 cards in your hand, you should be looking to snap very early, on turn 1 or 2 even. People are way less likely to retreat early on, so you're just getting that extra cube. And then they're also, a little bit of psychology, they're also more invested in staying in later on. So if you're snapping turn 1 and they've already played out to turn 5, they're more likely to stay in for those 2 additional cubes, even if they're in a very losing position. We could be playing Moon Girl here. We're not Moon Girling anything important, I don't think, so I'm going to go ahead and just play Polaris to try to maybe fill up his lane here. And I'm going to throw Nightcrawler in there just because we have the mana. Another reason we're not playing Moon Girl is Mindscape. I don't want to be doubling to give him cards, because we're not going to be able to play everything in the next turn anyway. Another thing we're not going to be doing is playing Scorpion. We don't want to Scorpion our own cards. Hopefully he gives us some strong cards because we're not in the greatest spot here. Okay, so he's only getting 0 cards for this Devil Dinosaur. Very good for us. We're not in a great spot, but if it's only one more cube. I think I'm going to try this. And we got him. Yeah, so we didn't have a great chance of winning there. But it was only for one more cube. And if you have, I don't know the exact math, but about 25% chance, I would say it's worth to stay in. We knew that we gave him garbage as well. So I think it was worth staying in, even though. And we didn't really do anything powerful, right? Like, look at the board that we have here. We didn't do anything powerful. He's out here trying to play Devil Dinosaur White Queen, but we were able to win because we gave him just absolute garbage because of Mindscape. Why are we seeing so many? So we have Shang-Chi. I don't want to armor Stark Tower because there might be an opportunity for Shang-Chi. So I'm just going to armor. And then I think we're going to play double mid to start building up for the Stark Tower buff. And then White Queen on Baxter. So it's important to plan out your turn. We're going to be looking to move Nightcrawler on the last turn and try to play Miles Morales for 5 or Miles Morales for 1 and pair it with one of our 5 cost cards. So it does look like he's going to be a Devil Dinosaur deck as well. And he has a lot more cards than we do, so that might be a problem. But I do think we have Shang-Chi and then Miles Morales. A 1 cost for 5 power is going to be pretty strong on the last turn. Okay, and we stole his Moongrow, which is pretty good for us. So I'm going to go ahead and Devil Dinosaur the right to try to get the Baxter building buff. Normally the Baxter building buff is pretty impactful.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
And we forgot to move Nightcrawler, so
All
that's
systems go.
pretty good for us. Alright, that's fine though. We're gonna go ahead and move Nightcrawler. Moon Girl, and I'm trying to think if we want the 2 extra power on Devil Dinosaur, or if we want the 2 power over here. I think we do want the 2 power over here. He has Collector and he has Moon Girl, so he might be like getting a big Collector here. Alright, so we did end up maybe wanting the 2 extra power over here, but ended up working. I keep remembering to change my card back. Guys, don't forget to change your card backs. It's one of the best ways to make a deck better. So I think after this game, we're going to go ahead and maybe make some changes and take out the Miles Morales package, just so you can go ahead and take a look at... Sorry. We're going to go ahead and take out the Miles Morales package, so that way we can go ahead and see if maybe you don't have Miles Morales or Polaris. Some other cards that I think are strong to go ahead and slot in there. Obviously, Scorpion Carmitage, very strong. Black Widow. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and play Cosmo mid and the Widow Bites. Oh, we're going to play double Widow Bites to the right. So that's perfect. So he's going to go ahead and snap us nice and early. We have a pretty good strong hand. I think we have White Queen, we have Devil Dinosaur. Okay, so that's pretty good for him. I can see why he snapped us. But again, I don't think we're in a terrible spot. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and Spider-Man left. He's obviously going to be Spider-Maning left here. And we're going to be playing... Yeah, we're going to be playing Nightcrawler over here, and then we're going to be moving Nightcrawler in, I think. And then we'll be winning the left. And then we'll see what our strongest play for...
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I guess we're not going to know what our strongest play for the middle lane is. Oh, duh. Cosmo. We're only adding 11 power here, so we don't even win, right? So 1, 2, 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Yeah, so we can go ahead and leave. It's pretty unfortunate that we Scorpioned this card, so he was able to win bar with no name. Trying to just get out.
Escaped.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and change our card back. I think this is what was going on with the deck. If you guys don't have a cool card back, best way to add value to your deck. want to go with the Silver Surfer one and maybe bait people into thinking that we're playing some type of Silver Surfer deck. But yep, we're gonna go ahead and look at maybe removing some cards that you don't have. So obviously, very free to play friendly. We're gonna go ahead and look at just some super strong cards that slot into every deck, which I think is gonna be Maximus and Thor. And we can look at removing Nightcrawler. Do we want to add anything for Nightcrawler? I think we're going to go ahead and just try to add in Chavez. I actually don't think Chavez is that great with Thor decks though, because you can be looking to draw the hammer on the last turn. We're going to go ahead and add Vision. I think Vision is just a card and pretty underrated in our Pool 2 category. Alright, Kelvin. I've played Kelvin a lot. So we're going to go ahead and try to Lizard Eternity range. Give him that rock. Rocks are bad. We don't want rocks. We want Alright, Cloak. So alarm bells are kind of going off. It might be Galactus, which is going to be nerfed soon. Or it might not be Galactus, but either way, we're going to go ahead and Cosmo him. If he's playing Electro here, he's going to be super sad. Hulkbuster. That's not what I expected to see. So I think I'm going to go ahead and we don't have great cards to play here. I don't want a Moon Girl because I want to draw some good cards. Although maybe just Vision. Moon Girl, Vision into maybe Shang-Chiing something is just good enough. I could Moon Girl on Cosmo. Because I do want to draw. Okay, so that's unfortunate.
Opponent snapped.
I do want to see what he has. Alright, so I think the first thing we should try to count is beating Heimdall, right? So this is going to be 8, 10, 13. So 13 power is going to go into that lane. And we're going to have 8, 12, okay, so if we move Vision, play Maximus, and play these cards, we're going to beat Heimdall, right? If he Heimdall's middle, doesn't do anything because we have Cosmo, so he's not going to Heimdall middle. If he Heimdall's left, he's going to have a million power and no power on the right. So I think it's most likely that he plays Heimdall right. And we beat Heimdall right with this math. If he Heimdall's left, we beat it. If he Heimdall's middle, and doesn't even add power over there. Okay, we're gonna try this. So we beat Heimdall right here. Yep. And I'm a bit of a toxic gamer, so you just hit him with the snap question mark. While I said that I like to snap early and not on turn 5, I do think that is one of the times that snapping on turn 5 would have been absolutely fine, because he seemed very confident in his play. Alright, so very common discard deck. Collector's pretty common card to see in that. I'm going to go ahead and Cosmo Kamratage, because he does want to discard a bunch of stuff, and I think we're just going to throw in a snap here for good measure. Alright, so we're in a bit of 50-50 here. How many cards does he have? So he has 4. So he could try to dump his hand for Dracula, which I think does sound likely. And for some reason, I feel like he's going to try to win middle and left. So I'm going to go ahead and just stack middle. Because I think he is going to try to discard cards. So he's not going to play it on Cosmo. He'll be buffing Morbius. Yep, I think that this is our best play. We're not going to retreat here, even though... Okay, yep, and we predicted it. So we're going to see how many cards he's going to discard. So it's going to be 2. I didn't calculate how much we have. I think we beat 14. And we do. And, yep. Card on. Alright. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I think we did a pretty good job. We had over 1 average cube a game. We played 8 total games, and I showed them all in the video. 1 cube a win is insanely high. Galactus, which is going to be nerfed when the next patch drops, is only on average winning 0.5 cubes a game. So if you take that, we're doing really well with this deck. Super free to play friendly. Something that people don't understand is it takes a long time to climb. So if you're winning at 0.5 cubes per game, which is that Galactus win rate, you'll only be getting 1 rank every 20 games. And it's not going to be linear. You're going to be going up and down. So it is going to be a bit of a struggle. One last reminder to go ahead and subscribe and join our Discord, and go ahead and drop your collection in there. And your collection might be featured in our next video. Hope you guys enjoyed.